Yo, what's up guys? I did a very interesting thing. I asked my guild, what should I do for World Guild Battle? Give me some fun ideas to make any kind of team that I did before with the 5 Robos or the 5 Ninjas or something like that. Do you guys have any fun idea for me to do a World Guild Battle with? And they told me the following. Would you allow us, so my guild mates, pick the teams for you? You just make a screenshot of the thing you're fighting and they will tell me exactly what I will build. Not exactly what kind of build, but the exact units that I have to use. I haven't looked at it yet, but I think this is a pretty big mistake because they're very creative with very dumb shit. Keep in mind, these are one of the most 5-head siege people out there in the guild that are going to be, and that is pretty much the rank 1 guild of Europe right now. They are going to be giving me the most horrible idea to tackle these defenses and then also for the next defense. I haven't seen yet what they will send me, but let me check that out. And this is what they gave me. So for the first team, I have to use the Dark Exorcist Association. I was, brother, who the fuck is even that? That is the Sakuna. Second match, I have to use Bilze. Third match, I have to use the Zenitsu Light. Then I have to use Ritsu, and then I have to use the Water Drake and Warrior. Okay, so let's grab the notepad, put all of that in there, zoom in a little bit. Let's just call this Sakuna because that's easier. And zoom in a little bit more. I have to use a Beelzebub against the Nana. These motherfuckers. Light Zenitsu, what does Light Zenitsu even do? Ritsu on this, I can work with that, that's fine. Drake and Warrior on this. This is ass. Okay, first teams first. Let's just select the units that I have to use. They did actually mention all of these units. I had them scaled up. Brother, I did not even know that I built this thing. Nor this. Well, this one does make sense. But that I gave skill ups to this thing? I never even knew. But let's see what kind of teams we can make with these kind of units. So after a whole bit of reruning, this is what we're working with. A Douglas, a Nana to protect the Sakuna to maybe do something. I don't really expect it. Wait, ain't I super hard overstacking crit rate? No, not even. It's just a whatever build. Okay, sure thing. Next up, we have a very interesting team over here with the 299 crit damage Beelzebub, which is probably going to work really bad. Then we have a team that is going to be working on pushing back everything and then probably really being horrible or something like this. I did not even know, but this thing apparently does more damage if the enemy attack bar is 0. So let's try to figure out that part. Then we have a typical Leo counter with a Ritsu, more on crit damage style, and this over here. Then we have to use a bit of wrong elements for this one over here and that one over there to maybe stack out you a little bit. This is going to be probably the worst thing that I've done, but I'm kind of curious about the Beelzebub team because that one might be pretty interesting. Let's see, how fast is he? He is pretty fast, but I have some... Okay, that's also my idea to immediately remove that. At least have the idea for that. Okay, you will still go on this. I am kind of sad that it did not fully take it down. Okay, we resist that. That is fine. How much damage do you do? That's an okay amount of damage. I'm not liking that armor break, though. But, okay, the counter hitters, the counter hit is doing so much damage, okay? And we lose Sakuna in the process. But that's not a big issue because we have Douglas on the field and Douglas going to give... Wait, why is Douglas not giving you a smack? I so expected Douglas you to give you smack. Well, there you have Douglas smack. Sakuna participated in this fight, guys. I'm very sure that this unit could have done anything in here. It did so much in there. He gave one hit. He gave one hit. I think it was a little bit... If we actually managed to win this, which is still a big if, because if the Sierra is pretty high on damage, actually. I would have actually rather had it where he did land the bomb over there. Ooh, the despair, and 35k. High damage one on that. Okay, so this one. Wait, he outspeeds me. Wait. I forgot to ruin you. I forgot to ruin you. That is bad. I totally forgot to ruin you. I just went in and I forgot to ruin you. Wait, if we do this, we just bring it to the lowest HP possible, right? Yeah. Okay, we take this out. How much damage are we looking at? 52k. We don't take it out. We don't take it out. Wait, how do we not take that out? What? Demon is so bad, man. Look at how much crit damage there was on that demon. Look at how much crit damage. 299 crit damage with 2.4k attack. Can't kill that? You ass, man. You hella ass. Okay, let's see on this one. I still kind of want to give the team another try, though. Okay, we're not at 0. How the hell do you get this to 0? Well, they're kind of low-ish already. Yeah, that unit does pretty much as the demon just did, I guess. AKA absolutely freaking nothing. Good armor breaks. Thank you for that. Yep. We are Oblivion. That is still kind of fine. I think we do enough damage to kill this. We did do enough damage to kill that. Let's see how much damage this does with the guaranteed crit. Guaranteed crit, not bad damage. Don't proc, thank you. Okay, can take that out, get some A to B. In that case, we will have the S2 back at it again. That's so absolutely nothing. You're so bad. Don't proc, please. Okay, I think we have to go 1 as 1. We did. But this unit does no damage. It actually had some damage stats to it. That unit had absolutely no damage. Okay, let's heal that back up. One thing that I forgot is that you kind of have the lowest HP between everyone over here, so your hit will go on that. Okay, you can also just proc an infinite amount of times. That also does kind of help, I guess. Yeah, did shoot on that. I should have made any of the other 2 units lower HP, of course. Can we hit this? Yeah, we kind of did, but also kind of not really. Can we actually clear this? This team is actually a whole lot worse than I thought. I was expecting that to go on the sides, but for some reason, I did not really think of this. Okay, we did stun it, but we didn't fully land it. Can we get a counter on me or something? Please start hitting this. Okay, is that lowest HP right now? It is lowest HP. Thank you. Thank you. I really like that to be low HP, but now it's not again. Also, you haven't been landing any... Okay, you just land stuns. You don't land any locks, but you land stuns. That makes so much sense. Thank you. I really appreciate this unit right now. Let's land this finally for the God of Life Resistance. This unit is the best unit in the history of the game. I can tell you that much. At least it kills, I guess, or something. Threat state on this thing, that might end up really bad, because if it kills it, then we are kind of dead. Okay, hit on that. What? Oh, wait, it was threat state. I was like, wait, why are you hitting that thing? Like, that's also the in part about this unit itself, but it's threat stating. And because of threat stating, it's kind of like, yeah, you have to hit me, but I'm a damage dealer, so please don't hit me. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Okay, we're gonna cut the turn from you. You are gone for that in the moment. You have another lock on that. Okay, we're finally rotating the lock a little bit. You hitting on that is totally fine. Let's just make sure that we keep the lock on that thing, and then it doesn't take any turns. We don't have the turn as of now, but that is still fine, I guess. Push this back a little bit. Yes, sir. Still kind of, okay, resisted on that. We have the lock back, but I think it's more interesting to keep you in the lock, and you're probably high resistance. Let's take it out. Let's also work on this. Absolute best team in game? Totally not. We take the lock. Yes, okay. Ritsu is winning. Man, the other 2 teams. Man, I misruined the Beelzebub team. Okay, now you die. Oh, it doesn't even die. Thank you enough, I guess. Not a safe team. Not a safe team. Okay, now we have this one over here. It's 100 res on that one, so that definitely helps out a little bit. That helps out a little bit less. Let's try to kill it. We don't have the turn order for that, but let's just put this one over here right now. S2 doesn't really do as of that much. We do get a little bit of hits in there. That's still fine. We can handle those. We undergo threat state, which I'm not really sure if I do want to have threat state or not, but let's just see how much damage you do. 0? 0 damage? We do no damage? Well, good thing his team doesn't do anything. Okay, 100 res, still stripped everything. Did not stun though, but still managed to strip everything on 100 reser. And now we have to fight our own threat state. Oh, that's a decent hit. Go die. Yeah, this was not really the team I was expecting to win. Kind of want to redo that demon team though, but that demon team was so bad. I had the idea I killed the Beelzebub. After I kill the Beelzebub, the Carlos can go Helm, and then we have like a great match at it. But yeah, Dark Demon, as I mentioned, if Dark Demon isn't exactly at 1 HP, his damage output is so bad. We won 3. We won 3. That's definitely something. Let me ask what they have in store for the next one. So this is the next one I do have to hit. Let's see what they gave to me for this one. How in Christ's name does this do no damage? And these are going to be the units, which they also did give me this one, my stupid friendship. Wait, and they want me to tell it that I'm gonna get benched, which I most likely will, but the guild lead told me to do this shit. So the teams that we're looking at on the left once again. So these are the units that we're working with. What the fuck is even this trash? I don't even know what you do. AoE defense break. Aha. Okay, I guess we can do something with that. The king of RNG himself. Sleep potential into heavy hitter. No clue how we get that in. This thing. fuck, I'm so screwed on this one, man. And then Ava, what are you even doing? You hit with full attack while you get your skills back, kind of. Oh my god, this is gonna get worse. Let's get to rerun. Okay, been reruning long enough that it even got dark outside. So let's see at the teams over here. So we're going for a 100 rest thing on this, and then a lot of damage on a Nana. Let's see if this works. So we have a strip over here, into a weird armor break, into a Chung Pong, maybe some damage. Spray Gianna and Sierra from the RTA team with this one, kind of a bruiser set. Then we have this team over here, which the Fudge is a thingy. Yeah, I guess with a super high damage Byuncho if he ever takes a turn or something like that. And then this thing is the Ava and actually a Camilla and a Clyde. I do have some hope for the final team because that actually does look like something that I would normally use over there. But this is going to be really bad. Let's see. Okay, do we want to push this thing back? Yeah, let's push you back first of all. Let's push you back as well. Okay. Let's. I should have made you move in front. I'm an idiot. Okay, let's see if we do this. Good amount of damage actually. Okay, we are going to get a hit in over here. Let's see if the 100 rest does want to connect. Goes for an S4. That doesn't really do all too much except for give him A to B. And there we go for another hit. Does hit that. Okay. I think we can kill this. Of course, we missed crit on that. Of course, you missed crit on that. Does come back to life. No. Ooh, close, close. I think we just try to hit that. Does kill it. Okay. Wait, I should have went for the S3. Okay, we kill it as well. Hrungnir OP. I didn't actually go for the proper Hrungnir into Hrungnir. Okay, let's see if we can get some Francie fanatics in coming over here. Francie, another turn. No other turn. Okay, we can still lose this. I kind of doubt it, but we could still lose this. How far does he get that? Okay, just one more turn, but after this we have the S2 and that will kill it. Hrungnir did win. Okay, what do we have over here? That thing is super slow. That thing will actually cut if we don't push it back. Yeah, that's really bad, actually. We didn't. Yeah, that was probably not the way to go. Okay. Few extra turns, still fine. We go for this. We go for the bomb over here. We go for a hit over there. We make a 2-turn sleep onto you. This is the hit that does more damage if something is already slept or something, right? Yeah, let's just hit it over here. I don't care. That does no damage. 2-turn on you. Yep. Totally not by Sierra and Gianna being good. Well, the 2-turn sleep did help that you cannot proc out of a 2-turn sleep. But you have additional damage artifacts kind of style as well. So it's kind of a little bit on the Gianna and Sierra being OP, but she did her thing. It was more of a proper plan than the previous plan out there. How much damage you do on this? Nightmare, absolutely fucking nothing. There's a reason people don't use these units. What do you have over here? Armor break on there. Do we proc enough Nemesis? We do proc enough Nemesis. Can we get a stun? We do get a stun. We do get an additional turn. Let's go for you skill over here. And then I kind of want to be, okay, AoE hits. How much are we hitting AoE? But it's not the worst of damage on that right thing over there. He's also doing a decent amount of damage on us. So he's probably a little bit higher on the damage. Additional turn over there. Would die right now if you take an additional turn. We're gonna have Fudge with the damage. Oh, this Fudge damage, but well, it's kind of like you could use him with a team up and that kind of stuff. I was thinking about that for a little bit, but yeah, if you use him with team ups, it's kind of fine. It's also funny where you actually never really have to do his S2. You just do S2 once and then afterwards you just start spamming this and it's kind of fine and good to go. Okay, final hits. We do have that going in on you. Let's see, how much damage is this? That's a lot less damage than I expected it to do. That's, yeah, and that's about as much damage as I expected you to do. Okay, does also go for that. Gonna go for the freeze. We do go for the freeze. We do still have this skill. As long as I'm not being hit. Wait, let's actually just take you out. And I still think I have the S3, right? Yeah, we still have the S3. We can keep spamming the S3 as long as nothing hits me. Okay, that was where something did hit me. We have that trap on you. Nope, we can still do it. We're kind of aiming for the add damage, and we do get shields and stuff every time and half ATB, so it's not even like half bad, I would say. It's kind of bad until the moment where we do actually get like a proper hit in, but so far so good, to be honest. Can you freeze this? Nope. Okay, goes for the trap. Who do you trap? You trap this thing. not the worst, I would say. More hits on this. It's kind of, Ava's kind of funny though. Okay, we did remove that, but we still have this hit in here. And yeah, we still have that. Even if you hit that right now, we still... Oh, wait, if we don't full crit, I don't think you get the skill fully back, or do you? I'm not 100% sure about that. Nope, we still have it. Okay, one more time. Okay, that's unit kind of funny. I have no clue where that would actually be useful, but I've never in my life used this many S3 on a single unit ever. That's definitely a thing. I put like kind of Vio and crit rate on it and then add damage. And yeah, that kind of works out. She actually did better than expected. So in the end, we did 7 on 10 in total. We did have that one lose of that one Chiwu match that absolutely did not work out, but I have no clue what I was supposed to do with the Sub-Zero over there. If you did enjoy this kind of random bullshit, let me know in the comments. And low-key, the guild was even happy with my performance on this one. Don't try this at home. Let's actually see. Did I actually properly do better than some people that were playing serious? Yes. He did 6. Wait. Spearov also did 7. Hey, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Well, anyhow, guys, if you have any other ideas for me to do, let me know in the comments as well. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. See you as always in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more guides, join the Discord and check out the content tab for the guide video archive, which contains all of the guides that you might need. Hope to see you there.